Are we rolling? Are we rolling?
I don't know. I don't know. Huh?
So,
Oh, I heard me saying I don't know, so I'm pretty sure we're rolling. Anyway, guys, we're back from the boxing match. And
yeah,
Charles is playing Hello Neighbors.
I'll do, before I can play this game, I'll basically go run through. Wait, I'll play a game at the same time, of how it went. So, first, we arrived a bit late, didn't we, Wallace? And when we were late, Wario and Boom Boom have already walked out. But yeah, if you've seen the community post, well, it was clear Wario was gonna win.
Yeah.
Wario won a first round KO. He knocked Boom Boom out clean, and Boom Boom was like actually really badly injured. Yeah, Waluigi, it was really funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, and satisfying.
Yeah, I know. I felt really good when I did it.
Yeah,
That's why.
The annual criminal did it.
That's why I started playing to the crowd a bit, because it was so funny. So yeah, Wario gets his annual first win. So alright, Boom Boom, what are your thoughts on losing? You gonna retire now, Boom Boom? Look, I have a lot to say. What have you got to say, you annual Boom Boom? Look, guys. How can you say I really lost? Because you got knocked out? No, because listen. Beforehand, all of you injured me, so I was really badly hurt and I couldn't fight properly.
We should have fought that earlier.
Yeah, well, you guys attacked me for no reason. No, you actually attacked Waluigi and he just defended himself. Yeah, but no, you shouldn't have done it that much.
I'm pretty sure he was healed before the actual fight. Charles would have done that.
Okay, can I be real? I didn't even know that happened.
Oh, okay, well then that's Boom Boom's own fault for not pointing it out.
Yeah, I was trying to look for you, Charles. Where were you? I was in the ring. You should have told me right before. Yeah, but I didn't want to, interrupt so that the fans had to wait. They would have to literally wait 1 second. Because
yeah, it's not our fault.
I could have healed you in 1 second. So yeah, you lost fair and square, and it wasn't a real contract, but if you're a man of your word, then yeah, you should probably retire. I mean, clearly boxing isn't for you if you've lost 3 times, and each time you've been knocked out viciously.
The only thing that's for him is a brain.
Look, I know I've done really bad on my boxing journey, but from what I've learned is giving up is not an option, so I'm gonna continue. See? Fucking knew it.
Well, is anyone really surprised? No.
Alright, everyone here, can we all make an agreement? We never agree to fight with him.
Well, obviously.
No, don't do that.
It's not happening.
Oh, besides, it's me and Charles are talking. I'm not gonna let you fight anymore. Why? Hey, one, you literally said you wouldn't if you lost, and you did. Yeah, that has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, but
that was just
a contract.
one. Yeah, exactly. And also, you attacked Waluigi for no reason, and I'm not letting you off anymore. So, yeah. Wario retired you.
Ironically, he kind of did it to himself.
I'll just fight in MMA then. Yeah, well, no, you won't, because every single time we're on Retard's Gaming, you'll be in jail on the Retardation Academy. Charles, this isn't fair. Fair? I'll tell you what's not fair. Hitting people for no reason and then acting like you're the victim.
That was really base, because not only did he do an awesome Toy Story reference, but he also spoke the truth.
I know. So yeah, I destroyed you, Boom Boom. Yeah, he really did.
He combined facts and logic and an awesome reference. You can't beat that.
So I guess that's my career over. Why do you want to fight anyway? You've been knocked out viciously 3 times.
Just wants the attention, please.
I mean, I don't see the point of fighting if that's all you've been able to achieve. I'll be back. Well, you fucking won't. I don't think you realise you'll never ever be in a boxing ring, never again in your entire fucking existence.
Also, not even Lex and Amato like you, so yeah.
Yeah, it's me Ratto speaking, yeah. The only reason I let him fight again is to see him get fucked again. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Guys, give me one last chance. You had your last chance ages ago, mate. With the whole gift thing. And now look at you. It clearly didn't work. How about we just do it again? No, I'm not giving you shit except for a fucking black eye. Shut up, Chungus. No.
If you really want to know what you should really do next, just stop hitting people. Just accept that you've been a cunt.
Why would I do that?
Because anyone who, if you were good, you would.
Alright, whatever. Anyway, God, look how long it took us just to get through the first fight because of Boom Boom.
Oh yeah.
So that was the first fight. Wario knocks Boom Boom out in like a minute, as we said he should. He actually dropped him twice, because the first time Boom Boom kind of tripped over a jab like an idiot. And then, as soon as he got out, Wario just hit him a billion times, and Boom Boom just got knocked clean out.
It was so quick, I was only on my second hot dog.
Yeah, it was very quick. It was literally like just a minute.
Well, I was on my 15. Yeah, we know it, man.
Yeah, pretty nice how 3 times now Boom Boom's been knocked out viciously. And he's also been beat the fuck out of by like Eggman and Waluigi in Retards Gaming. And also like me and Wallace. So really now, he's 0-6. Honestly lost to like everyone, really. Maybe he's 0-1,000 or something. Who knows anymore?
Maybe that's why he's so insistent in saying that he's won over like nothing.
I mean, yeah, he said him and Waluigi was a draw when it wasn't even a fucking boxing fight. It was just Waluigi defending himself rightfully. And I respect Waluigi for it. Yeah, don't worry, Waluigi, I'm not gonna do anything anymore. I'll let you off. Yeah, why not? I think you earn people's respect. Bit anyway. Alright, so after that beautiful KO, probably one of the best of the night, then we move on to Iggy, who I actually thought wouldn't win. But oh my god, Iggy, did you do really well. Yep. Iggy won a decision, basically beating War Turtle like 3 or 4 rounds, and he kind of fights a bit weirdly, like awkwardly. He's always moving his feet weirdly.
Yeah, jumping around.
Yeah, he was acting a bit strange, but it fucking worked.
Especially that time when that was wand.
Also, what do me chungus have to say about weird fighting styles? They literally bounce around like a rabbit. So yeah, I actually think weird.
Single time he got hit into a shell.
I think weird and orthodox styles actually are really good in boxing because you're not used to it. Because War Turtle is a very like traditional way of fighting, just hands up, jab right, and that. So it confused him. Yeah, Iggy wins the decisions now. He's 1-1, and he's ready to take on anyone. Yeah, he's gonna take on me. Shut up. I want a challenge, not you. Well, who are you gonna fight then?
I mean, he has a challenge to our patience.
So yeah, Iggy wins. Pretty impressive. I was impressed by him. I mean, his last fight was 2 years ago, so he should improve in that time. You know, unlike Boom Boom. Shut up. Wow, your fight with Sonic was like 4 years ago, and you haven't improved at all. Yeah. Also, just so you know, Boom Boom's first fight was actually before mine. And look at him. Just proves how shite he is. Yeah, even though you probably rig yours. Yeah, definitely. I fucking rig my fights. Oh, guys, he exposed me. Oh, what do I do? Right, so yeah, Iggy, you did really well. And then we move on to Taddy. Taddy was Plankton Jr. and again, this fight was kind of boring, to be honest. I saw one of the Mayros actually fell asleep because it was kind of just like a very like what's the word technical. Like both guys just going jab, then right. But Tad won. He won a decision. All of Tad's wins are decision because Tad doesn't really have any power on his punches at all. But he's like really good at boxing. That's his thing. But me and Chungus actually thought it could have been a draw, but one of the judges had it drawn and the other two had Tad winning. So fair enough. But it was pretty close. Yeah, it was close and it was funny. Me and Plankton Jr. were like hugging us a fight, like, oh, that was good. Because to be honest, I had so much fun being back in there. And Plankton Jr. gave me a very good fight. It was fun. Yeah, it wasn't fun for us to watch, Tad. Sorry, that's just how I fight. I'm not gonna go swinging, I'm smart. I have my hands up, jab, 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 right hand, that's just how I am. I'm not gonna get, you know, hit by a stupid shot.
Oh, at least you treat it like natural sport, not just
Yeah,
measuring cocks on.
exactly. I don't measure cocks, I box. So yeah, so far we've got beautiful KO, 2 decision wins. And then we got on to Junior's fight, which was fucking crazy. The first 5 seconds, Mega Man actually hurt Junior, like, real good. Junior was stumbling like a bitch, and we were all, like, laughing. But then, like, a few seconds later, Junior catches Mega Man with a big shot, and then he's fucking hurt. Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. You know, I'll give it to you though, Junior. You don't have any powers, and you did show good strength, and you clearly have improved a lot. But yeah, the first round, Mega Man actually probably won. And yeah, and Eggman, you did say that, you know, I shouldn't underestimate Mega Man.
Mm-hmm.
And you were right, he was good. He was way better than I expected. I can't believe you were right.
I used to talk with Dr. Wiley. Sometimes we'd overanalyze Mega Man's fighting strategies. It was a long time ago.
But yeah, the first round was even, and we thought, God, this is going to be a really amazing fight. Then out of nowhere in the second round, Junior just lands a fucking huge punch, drops Mega Man on the floor. Mega Man got up, but then Junior's just fucking battering him. Then, like a minute or so later, Junior lands a counter right again, and Mega Man's just clean out on the fucking floor. So yeah, good job, Junior. You may have started a bit shit, but you ended amazing. Yep, so I got my second round annual KO. And yeah, I'm really happy. I think I did it pretty good. Yeah, you did do well, Junior.
The thing that's different with a robot is that when knocking them out, it's more so like, say you physically damage a console or device enough to knock it out. Not like how it goes with a living, breathing life. Well, Mega Man is alive, we understand.
I told you, I'm strong. I knocked the robot out on the floor. And I don't have any powers. Like, I honestly do just have good physical strength. I'm a strong guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's me and Cinema made Pigface. We just want to say, on behalf of, like, Streckness, this was probably our favourite event to watch. We had so much fun.
Yeah, it was donkey.
Like, to us, all the fights were really entertaining to watch, and we enjoyed all of them.
Yeah, it was a really good night.
Yeah, it was one of the better ones, and yeah, I can't wait to see more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's good to see everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah, and
But, you know.
there actually wasn't any problems with fights taking too long or too short. Everything went smoothly. And every fight was good. The Tad one was a bit of a snooze fest, but that's, you know. But anyway, we have one more fight to talk about, and that's the main one. Knuckles taking on his biggest challenge. First round starts and Blastoise wins it easily. He hurt Knuckles early, and we're all thinking, oh no, Knuckles is in trouble. And in the second round, Blastoise drops Knuckles, good right, and we're all thinking, oh, Knuckles is fucked. And yeah, the first two are obviously Blastoise round, but then round 3, 4, and 5, Knuckles actually started to do well, and definitely won those rounds. Oh yeah, and to people watching, the main event was 6 rounds and the others were 4, because it's the main one. And on the scores that everyone thought, leading up to the 6th and final, the fight was a draw up until the 6th. So we were like, okay, the winner of the 6th round wins the fight. But the problem was the 6th round was dead even, and no one could pick a winner. So we had a really close decision. One judge had Blastoise winning, and 2 judges said Knuckles. So Knuckles won a split decision, but I thought Blastoise won. It was like the 6th round was dead even. That maybe the round should have been even. It should have been a draw.
Blastoise's strength and endurance was really tough because I've known Knuckles being able to punch like multiple robots into walls and things.
Yeah, Knuckles looked a bit sluggish and slow the first couple. He didn't look his normal self.
Knuckles is definitely, and I mean no offense to him, is far past his prime back when I and him fought back in the day.
Yeah, definitely. But he's trying his best.
Well, I'd say if he actually kept training and building himself back up, he could go back to that time.
The thing is, him having that close fight with Blastoise is making him go back to that, because Blastoise has way more experience than him.
I will point out one thing though, that most likely was his main advantage back in the day. Back then on Angel Island, he spent every single day, 24 hours, around the Master Emerald, which will influence someone's strength and durability.
Yeah, he didn't get tired, really.
Because a lot of Sonic's strength and speed, which was increased over the years, was a direct result of the Chaos Emeralds and his long-term exposure to them. And the same applies to Knuckles.
Yeah.
In fact, the reason why Sonic is so easily able to transform into a super form is precisely because of this reason. For others, it's rather difficult.
So, you know how, like, we all thought leading up to the 6th was a draw? Because the 6th round was so close, do you think it should have just been a draw? Like, the round should have been just an even one?
Yes, I suppose.
I don't know, I just feel like Blastoise landed a little bit more. I don't know, I just feel like he did.
It's if we're thinking about this in terms of just point-based in the number of jabs,
Yeah,
I remember Knuckles used to be able to do multiple, and I mean like spontaneous jabs all at once, like extremely fast, but he seemed to have lost that.
He was quick. He had his right and left hooks were really quick. He managed to catch Blastoise quite a lot with them.
Either his more sluggish demeanor is a result of just lack of activity, or it's because he hasn't really been around the Master Emerald as much as lately.
Yeah, he didn't really move his head, did he? He was kind of just staying in the middle. But, yeah.
Then again, I've never really known Knuckles much to move his head either. He was more of a...
He just froze, isn't he? Knuckles was very patient, though. Was trying to pick his shots well.
Sonic was always the more agile, quick to zip and dodge. Which
that's how he boxed it as well.
Knuckles.
Yeah, that's how Sonic beat Knuckles like a year or two ago.
Just like in Hidden Palace, the first time they properly fought, Sonic absolutely annihilated Knuckles when Sonic easily figured out how Knuckles' patterns work. After that, it was just a matter of Sonic just clobbering him out, and that was it.
Yeah.
Knuckles didn't stand a chance. And since then, there hasn't really been a fight where Knuckles has stood toe-to-toe with Sonic in any way. In fact, I really can't think of any time where Knuckles was even close. The only real time was their first ever encounter, which wasn't really a fight. It was Knuckles ambushing Sonic, and Sonic didn't know him at all. And Knuckles had all 7 Chaos Emeralds on him, so there wasn't really much Sonic could do. It wasn't equal at all, so... but every time it was equal, Sonic clobbered the shit out of it.
Yeah, because when they had their boxing fight, Sonic, it went to a decision, but Sonic literally won every round. And he
that
won
never
easily.
shocked me.
Yeah, I mean, he was so much quicker. He picked his shots, dodged Knuckles easily.
I don't think I was able to lose with the Hedgehog so many times. He's just
very quick,
and very intelligent. I know it may not seem like he is intelligent, but trust me.
No, he is in boxing, but you know the problem why he couldn't beat me? I'm quicker. I'm quicker, I have more power, I'm smarter in this.
Yes, that's what I mean. You are the first person I've known to ever beat. I created Metal Sonic with the exact purpose of outbeating Sonic, of outwitting him, and I was never able to reach his level.
I was just being really talented.
Yeah,
I'm like talent with hard work combined.
There's just some things you can't replicate with machinery.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you saw, when I fought Sonic a month ago, it wasn't even close. Like, I won easily. Beforehand,
I wish I had you back in the day.
I know, right?
Then again, you don't have actual super speed, and Sonic would have definitely used that to his advantage. Okay, that's one thing I will bring up now. If Sonic was using his super speed, you probably wouldn't stand a chance, but in...
Yeah, but, you know,
yes.
Exactly, yeah.
Of course, with Metal Sonic, I was more so relying on the fact that it was machinery.
Are you surprised that Blastoise was able to drop Knuckles and Knuckles couldn't drop Blastoise in the fight? Because when Blastoise dropped him, it was kind of like a flash knockdown. Or like Knuckles got up like in 1 second. It didn't really hurt him, he kind of tripped a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know in some fights between Sonic and Knuckles as well, there were times where Knuckles and even Sonic would be knocked back, they would just get up instantaneously.
Yeah, that's what happened with Knuckles. He just got caught with a good shot, got up. It didn't hurt him, really. There was other shots that hurt him, but he didn't go down. You could tell.
Yes, there were times where, yes, it physically knocks him down, but it doesn't really, like, knock him down. You understand?
Yeah. Because mathematically how boxing is scored, if you win the round you get 10 points, if you lose you get 9, but if you get dropped you only get 8 points. So how it was basically scored, so leading up to the 6th, how it was a draw because I had it 47-47 because Blastoise won the first 2, but he dropped Knuckles, so Knuckles loses a point for that. So by just the second, it would be 20-17 for Blastoise. But because 3, 4, and 5 were Knuckles, then Blastoise loses 3, so it's even. So basically, going into 6th, you can either have Knuckles winning, which makes it 57-56 Knuckles or 57-56 Blastoise, or if you score it even, it could be a 10-10 round, so you could call it 57-57. But yeah. Do you think, I don't know, I feel like Blastoise won, but it was close. They were both on the same level.
I'm leaning more towards Blastoise having been the victor.
Yeah, it just landed more in the last round, I felt. Just a little bit more big shots. They both did really well in the 6th, but...
I will just say, though, if Knuckles still had the ability to do multiple jabs at once at insane speeds, he would have won.
Yeah, he didn't really do combos at all. It was just one shot at a time.
Yeah, he used to be great at combos. Like
he needs to do more combos, I feel. And he needs to move his head. I think when he goes back to the gym, he needs to work on that.
He needs to work on his speed. Yes,
it's the things I always try perfect, so... But also things I'm not so great at, I'm trying to get better at as well. So... Well, Knuckles, who do you think won the fight? Shit, I mean... everything I'm saying is true. I'm not as good as I used to be, but I do try work so hard to get back at that point, and I'm trying to be better than that point. I'm trying to be the best version of myself. I feel like I am kind of at my best in life though. Like I'm like actually happy. I'm not like...
Oh yeah, that's most important.
yeah, like, I felt mentally good in this. I'm a really quiet guy now because I'm just really focused. Because, you know, every other time before I boxed, I didn't really care. I was just kind of doing it for fun, which is why I lost a lot.
I don't really blame you for any of this because you spent the first, 17 years of your life on Angel Island with no real...
Yeah, and I was also a bit of an idiot. But
Yeah.
I've honestly tried to work on myself. And I feel like I'm a bit better.
Oh yeah, definitely now.
Like, I'd always, like, hit people, just be that typical idiot. And, honestly, boxing is a good way to get better.
No wonder it was so easy for you to trick him. Yes, bro.
Yeah, but... Yeah, with the fight, honestly, I feel like a winner because I went out there and managed to achieve that. But, like, if we're talking about it actually...
Well, technically.
Technically.
But in spirit...
I don't know. You know, honestly...
Good sportsmanship matters most.
I think we just need to do a rematch. Because if it was that close, and 6 rounds, let's do 8 rounds instead.
Well, if everyone's on board, then I see no reason why it couldn't happen.
Thing is, I feel like it'll definitely be probably like March next year. Should probably take a bit of a break.
Yes, you would probably need some time.
Yeah. So, I'm down for it, to be honest.
I don't think you would be able to trick him now, though. No. I don't think so.
Yeah, but the last round... Fuck. I mean, the 2 judges said me, and the other said Blastoise, so...
You know the crazy thing? For many people here in this room, boxing has been a thing that has given them a new purpose in life, that has grounded them, and helped them mentally.
Yeah, exactly.
But for some, it's...
Yeah, they don't take it seriously.
For some, it's like putting all their worst tendencies on display for the whole world to see.
Yeah, because some people, first of all, it's not cut out for everyone, like, but it's also like, they just don't, they don't try as hard.
That's the thing.
They don't love it.
You need a certain mentality and sentimentality towards it.
This is like the thing with Boom Boom. He doesn't love the sport of boxing. I do. I used to not. That's why I lost, but I was still just naturally good at things.
Yeah, so I'm not shocked about this, because even though you had no connection to the rest of the world on those years on Angel Island, you still fought like a boxer. You basically came up with your own fighting style, which just so happened to align with it.
Because I'm very traditional as well, so... But honestly, I honestly think the fight could have gone either way, but the judges said me, so that's just their decision.
You are a very natural fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, how else had you survived that long on that island?
So I think my plan, I could rematch him maybe early to mid next year, maybe. And then after that, I mean, sorry, but I gotta have a shot at like Sonic or Chungus. Like, I have to. Because, like, thing is, I want to fight Sonic again because I lost to him, and I need to give it a retry, because I'm confident I could beat him now. Because I've watched him and Chungus, and I'm like, okay, this is Sonic's strengths and his weaknesses. How do I make his strengths into his weaknesses?
Now you're thinking the way Sonic did, and I did.
But I know, in order to beat him again, I'm going to have to be a lot quicker, switched on at all times, be prepared for any shots, just... Because last time, he basically just outboxed me, outskilled me. Like, he was just better than me, and I don't like that, so... Well, like I said, I'd be completely down. I think it has to happen, the rematch does. So yeah, I'd be down to fight you in the future.
Well, Charizard's okay. I see no reason why it couldn't happen.
Also, I think Blastoise is here. I'm not sure though. Is he? No, I don't think so. Is he? No. You know, he just went home. But I know you, Eggman, and you Chungus think Blastoise won. I completely understand why.
Well, sometimes failures can be opportunities that haven't presented themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like happy to get that it was competitive though, because obviously the one I had in September was against Donkey Kong. I won pretty easily. It wasn't a challenge for me, so. But yeah, I knew it was gonna be close. I knew it was gonna be fucking tough. I feel like I didn't fight the best. I could have done a lot better. But yeah, it's true. I'm just gonna look at it, be like, okay, how can I improve? How can I differ? And
yes,
we'll
thinking
see.
critically about your own self is a great skill.
Yeah, definitely.
I have complete confidence if you dedicate yourself to this and keep this.
So I've been doing for the last. So when I started to like actually start to care again, was I kind of like in June. I was like, man, I just wanna like properly do this. Then I thought in September, like June is when I started to properly like train like for real. And I also I've also sparred Shrek a few times.
Hello.
So yeah, so he can like help me and shit improve. And yeah, we've had some really long spars, just him helping me out.
Yeah, it's just getting back on the ropes.
I'm proud of what I've been able to do. I came back in September, knocked out Donkey Kong. I just technically beat someone with way more experience than me. He's a great boxer, so I feel happy about myself because I've got 2 wins since. But the Blastoise fight doesn't feel like that much to a win. I feel like mentally I've won. I'm doing good.
Oh yeah, you're on the right track.
Yeah, it's just everyone's like saying the fight's close. Blastoise should have won. Maybe I should have won. So it doesn't feel like a win, if everyone's saying it could have gone the other way. So I honestly just want to run it back, put more rounds, maybe 2, 4, maybe make it 10 rounds. I don't care. And truly just test ourselves to the limit.
Yeah, it's pushing to the limit.
And just this time, let's not leave it to the judges. Someone's going on the floor. They're going down and out. And I'm not going down. I know I got dropped and it annoyed me because it counts as knockdown. He hit me, I went down, but it didn't hurt at all. And I honestly felt like I tripped a little. But I can't complain about it. That's just the boxing rules. You get hit, you're down, it counts, so.
Complacency is innovation's greatest enemy.
Exactly. And I got up immediately. I kind of was like, I was, at the time, I was going like, no, I didn't get dropped. I did, but I was just a bit, just the adrenaline going, shit. That's the thing, I gotta say, this Blastoise hits hard. And I wasn't surprised, because he first hit me in first round, like first minute with a big shot. I wasn't switched on, it hit me clean in the face, it nearly dropped me there. And, yeah, it fucking hurt. And that made me go, oh shit. I was like, fuck, I'm not ready for this. Because the first 2, I did so ass. I wasn't throwing back properly. I was getting hit too much. And then I was like, okay, I need to win the 3rd round or else I'm fucked. So that's why 3, 4, and 5, I really just was like, okay, get my defense up a bit, box, land some big shots, and I did that. The 5th round he did do a bit better, but I still won it. Everyone agreed on that. And then it was just the 6th, man. If I just kept up the momentum going for the 6th, I would have won. That's the problem with him winning the first 2 plus a knockdown. It's really tough for me to get a win then. Man.
Well, at least you've got the right mindset for it. Just keep... Yes.
Yeah, thanks, Eggman. Just like you as well. Look at you now.
No, I know, we've all come such a long way.
I know, it's crazy.
It's crazy to think that this time, some odd 60 plus years ago now, we were, my Death Egg was rising above Angel Island, and that was a whole thing.
Yeah. Crazy.
None of us would have ever believed it would lead to this. Never.
No.
Never.
Now I thought I'd be boxing Blastoise in the main event.
Yeah, at the time you didn't even know Blastoise was a thing.
No, I didn't.
In fact, the only human you knew was me.
Yeah, basically.
Like, I was your first insight into anyone, actually. I was the first person you ever met. Because I was the first one to come to Angel Island. And now, here we are now. Still talking.
I know, it's honestly crazy.
Well, I'm glad hearts are mended, and once again, I sincerely apologise for tricking you.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it, man.
Oh, yeah.
We're all cool now.
I definitely wasn't in my prime back then.
You're in your prime now, and I'm trying to be.
Well, you were physically in your prime back then.
Yeah, mentally now.
But yes, that's that.
That's the main point.
To this day, I've never been able to best Sonic. The closest I ever came was that Labyrinth ordeal.
I mean, yeah, he's a tough cookie.
I'm still shocked at his resilience. He was able to beat my Labyrinth at that point. That's when I knew there was some level of respect for him, for being able to handle all that.
This is the problem why Sonic's lost recently. He's just not mentally there anymore.
Oh yeah, Back then, Sonic was always in the right mindset, and I don't even think he was aware of it, because he pretty much was still a kid. Like, he didn't really recognize that he had the right mindset at all, but he did. He just didn't. He was just...
I personally don't think Sonic should box anymore. I don't think he's cut out for it anymore. I think Chunga's really, like, hurt him. Kind of hurt his ego a bit.
Yes.
But with Chungus, when he loses, it doesn't hurt him that much.
Then again, though, I only became the way I am now when my ego was burst. So
it's different for people, though.
Oftentimes, I still see it. It depends on once you become self-conscious enough. It is your choice your deliberate choice to choose who you remain to be at that point. Because when you're younger, you don't really have complete just choice in who you are, because it's kind of based on what you've grown up with, what you've been taught, what you decided at a younger age to have interest in, if that makes sense. Nurture. So...
Yeah.
But when your ego is finally burst, because it will happen eventually, that's the point when you can either decide to change yourself for the better, or just let yourself slip into being... Either try recapture some of the good stuff from the past, just because it made you feel good, or, well, just decide you don't really care, and as long as you feel good, then that's what matters most.
True.
Or you just find a weird in-between that allows you to have what you want, but also make you feel good about yourself. A self-contradictory path.
Man, this is fucking bullshit. You know, Eggman, if you were me, what would you do right now?
You mean if I were like you?
If you were me right now, but you had the mind of yourself, what would you do? Like if you were in my boots.
Okay. Well, with the mindset I have now, I'd probably just build off what Wally said earlier.
What did Wally say earlier?
Well, basically, I would just accept that I was being a fuckwad, and I would just accept and take accountability for that, and then I just take the retardation academy, just go through all that, and once all that is complete, I would just...
So it's so funny.
Myself into someone else.
It's like pissing people off. Like you're basically calling them retarded. It's called a retardation academy. That's so funny.
Oh, it's actually called the de-retardation academy. Because the whole point is like, well, we're trying to make you de-retarded. You know.
Hey, well, if I do that, will people like me then?
Well, that's the thing. You have the wrong mindset.
Hmm?
Like you just want people to like you unconditionally. Like,
well, yeah, everyone wants to be liked.
The thing, see, that's the problem. I don't. This is going to be a bit difficult to explain, but if there isn't a level of respect for other people's boundaries and opinions and ideals, then you're never going to truly be in touch with anyone in your entire life. Ever. It's always going to be built on superficiality and, to an extent, deceit and lies. Like, you might...
Where did you learn all these big words anyway?
Well, I was a university professor at one point, so that's probably it.
Oh.
I mean, I am a scientist.
Yeah, true.
But I don't really do much of that anymore. It's how the movie maker. It's crazy how much life can change.
Hagman, I respect you.
And you too, Knuckles.
It's so nice to see you.
And the same could still apply to you, Boom Boom. But here's kind of the big thing. You're probably never going to get it from anyone in this room. Like, it might happen but that's their decision. No one owes you squat, is what I'm trying to say, essentially. No one owes you squat.
Well, me and Luigi are cool. You know it's not helping, right?
Yeah, it makes it feel like everything I'm saying is just talking to a brick wall. In fact, that brick wall would be a better listener, because then there wouldn't be stupid interruptions. I already just proved my point, at least a brick wall doesn't punch back.
Yeah.
I might as well talk to a wall instead.
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably be more interested.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. I'm not a brick wall, I'm a boom boom. Anyway. So yeah, my plan, train more. I'm not gonna have a fight again until I'm confident I've improved on things. And I know, like, I can fully go out there and beat Blastoise, be, like, perfectly ready. And I'll do it around March, April, because I'll chill for a bit.
I don't do trend with us. We're all about pushing, like, limits and stuff.
Well, I already have a trainer.
Or, well, the option stands if you change your mind.
Well, thanks anyway.
Well, good luck anyway.
Yeah, Yummy Beta Fun gives you luck. And if I'm able to beat Blastoise, which I hope I can, and then I'll probably want to fight Sonic, probably maybe in the summer or something. And then after that, Chungus, which I know will be like tough because his style is so weird, and it's so hard to know what he's gonna do. Like, I have a feeling, like, if I fought Chungus now, I wouldn't win. Like, that's literally just self-reflection. Like, I'm looking at me right now and Chungus. I know how that fight would go. And I think Chungus would beat me, like, in a decision. I don't see him knocking me out, because I don't think so. But right now, he probably schools me. And if it was 6 rounds, I'd probably only have a chance to win probably 1. And because that's just me being honest and looking at it. I'm not ready for Chungus yet. But if I manage to improve, I know how to beat him. But the thing is, he's also going to improve. He's a tough guy, Chungus. And the scary thing with Chungus is he's only had 5 fights. And look how good he already is.
I know,
I've had 30 plus fights. 30 fights.
I genuinely know the feeling, considering how many times, no matter how many machinery and no matter how many mechs I throw at the hedgehog, he always comes out on top.
Yeah,
and it's always on the first attempt. Even though I have new gizmos, he always comes out on top.
Yeah, and Chungus beats Sonic easily, so...
Yes, that's the most frightening part.
You know another frightening part? The fact that I got beat by Shrek, like, pretty easily, and Chungus managed to beat Shrek by a KO.
Yeah.
Like, it's... Like, if Chungus had 30 fights, where would he be? Championship, boys.
A full-on freaking fighting machine.
Probably. And I need to get to that point as well. Me and Chungus, if everything goes right, should happen at the end of next year. But will I be ready by then? Who knows? So maybe I'll have to have even more fights. Like more pro boxers, more people, more experienced than me to really test myself.
Prep time is key.
Every single fight I will take now will not be easy. They will all be people who are better than me, have more experience than me.
That's the only way to better yourself.
Except for Sonic though, 'cause he doesn't have more experience than me, but I just want to get that done. That's an exception, but he is still around my level, you know?
Hey, it would finally close that little circle.
Yeah.
Every fight you face.
Also, if you fight Sonic and you do actually win, like, easily, then I'll fight you, Knuckles. But if you lose to him, yeah, no. Yeah, well, makes sense. Well, Chungus, what are you gonna do? Oh, funny story, after December, I might take like a huge break. Yeah, I might. But I either have an idea of take a 6-month break, or I don't fight on Charizard's promotions yet. I go to like different countries around the world, just fight random boxers, and get like 2 fights a month in. Which is just more experience. I'm just thinking, like, what should I do? It's the thing Mike Tyson did at the start. For like 5 years, he would fight like twice a month. It sounds crazy, but he did. That's when he was in his prime. And he just was beating up on people. Like, kicking their ass easily. Until eventually, you know, but...
Oh, it's a nice excuse to see the world.
I think what I might do is, after December, I won't do that immediately. Because I've just, you know, done a whole fucking tourney. I'll probably do it around March, April, just like how Knuckles is going to come back then. Might have just a few fights, just under small, tiny events, just to get more experience in. Fight people with more experience than me. Just, you know, get some wins under my belt. And, yeah, maybe have like, I don't know, maybe 5 of those, maybe. And then once Knuckles wants me, I'm ready. Just making myself as ready as possible. So that's the thing, like, if I actually want to be a proper pro, I can't be on Charizards forever. And just be fighting like every few months and, you know.
Yeah.
The sad truth is next year will probably be my last year of all this retards boxing thing. And I'll actually go become a pro. So Knuckles may be my last one, because I've kind of beat everyone in this.
Yeah, that is actually true. Right?
Yeah,
so...
like Shrek, Sonic were like the big ones. And if Knuckles can redeem himself and get to the point that I've gotten to, why not fight him? I don't see why not. I don't know anyone else to fight though, to be honest. I know there's like Junior, but I don't really care. I'm like, I don't know.
This is the one thing I could never do that.
Well, it's not for everyone.
Yeah, so admittedly, it's just because of the sheer amount of physical required. I'm not good with that.
It's fine. Like I said, not everyone in the entire world can do it. Some people just can't.
And that's where we differ, Idol. You did call me through, I know you did. No. Yes, you did.
I respect Groom Beethoven.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, I have a feeling when Beethoven gets released, he'll be an absolute monster. Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, he bit off someone's cojones once.
Yeah. Oh, that's alright.
He bit off Uncle Pete's cojones. Well, he shouldn't have been a pervert.
Also, Charizard, is your next event being like late February or something? Yeah, probably. I don't know what that will be yet, because, you know, how would I know? That's ages away. What I'm focused on right now is obviously the tournament happening next month. This year it's been really good for all of, that stuff. So obviously we had the Olympics in August where we had, what was it, Sonic and Chungus? Chungus won. So yeah, Chungus, you've had so far 3 fights this year. You've won all 3 of them by knockout, and you're about to have your 4th. Yep. So yeah, good year for Chungus. Yeah, we've had a few events this year. I think like 5 or something. It started later on now,
What I don't understand, Eggman, is that you could easily just train. You can just, you've made your body stronger with like metal and stuff.
Yeah, but
and that's precisely why. Well,
Eggman won't he doesn't love boxing like we do,
Yeah.
Like he won't make it his whole thing.
Yes, because that's kind of the thing. It has to become your life.
Exactly. Like if you wanna do boxing, that's your life.
Another broader point of a lot of my body being well augmented with cybernetic machinery to make my body efficient. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's kind of an unfair advantage because although I'm no longer 75% robot like I was in Series 1 because now I'm more biological now. There's a lot more even now. But let's just say,
well, Eggman, you know your shit, don't you?
a lot of
pretty well.
A lot of my organs and bones are still enhanced.
Eggman should be a boxing commentator.
So the thing is, yes, if I did commit myself to it, here's the thing: I just don't think I would have to abandon pretty much all of my cybernetic enhancements and my genetic enhancements because it's pretty much on the same level as steroids because it makes me. It basically leads me to barely ever getting exhausted, and it's just like I still get exhausted, but just not as much. Right? I'm so efficient to the point that it's just not fair. If that makes sense.
Yeah, true.
I don't Mega Man was allowed. Maybe that means I probably would be, but I don't know. But mainly it's just because it's just not my thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you did have one just to see it, and maybe not the most, competition, but you still did it.
That was just for the kicks,
Yeah, it was funny.
That's
and then me, Boom Boom, has to fight Eggman and Waluigi.
Well, I'm not fighting.
Please.
Also, you've been kicked for it all.
No, Charles was just joking.
Well, I know when he's joking, and I wasn't it.
Well, I know him better than you.
I sincerely know that.
Well, I know about his past. Doesn't mean you know more about him.
Also, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't. I highly doubt you know one more thing about it than I would.
So, Charizard, do you have any plans for future events? Well, I know there'll be one in February. I know a few people will be on it. I'm not gonna name it though until January.
Ketchup and the freaking burgers on me.
Oh. Poor Wallace.
I just realised.
Yeah, well, I suppose you enjoy watching the fights. They were pretty good. I know Eggman clearly enjoyed it.
I had a 7-Up, but with an ice drink.
What fight was the best then, do you think? Do you think it was the close competitive fight Knuckles had, Junior's spectacular knockout, Iggy proving us all wrong, boxing pretty well?
To be honest, all of them were pretty, well...
impressive, to be honest.
There was a lot to gabble about, a lot to discuss, a lot to absorb as SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will admit though, the only lackluster one was, well, although technical, it just didn't have the same.
It wasn't as entertaining.
Yes, it didn't have the same.
All the other fights had big shots landing. It was proper back and forth. It was oh no, this who will win?
The thing is, you could sum it all up with one paragraph. if that makes sense. Like it's the one you could least talk about compared to the others.
Yeah, and that one is?
And Plankton.
Yeah, sorry, that's just how I fight. To be fair though, Plankton Jr. fought the same, because he is a boxer, he's gonna be like that.
Yeah, it works. Unfortunately, we're not machines. We like things to be spiced up. We don't like things just being the same systematic stuff all the time.
We have to say though, Tad, he's actually pretty decent. Well, obviously he hasn't fought in the last 2 years, he's clearly improved.
As much as we like things to be technical, really now we don't. We like things to just be entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. And that's obviously what Charizard's trying to do.
Like,
So
you're not going to get engagement from watching numbers become coded, if that makes sense.
yeah.
You know, you're going to get enjoyment from watching, let's say, what the coding creates, a video game.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But you're not going to enjoy the exact technical processes that go on to create the game.
Well, we've been talking about this for an hour.
Oh wow.
Fucking hell. God, Eggman, the awesome man.
Yes, I guess you could say I got out of my eggshell.
Which fight was the best then?
Well, I would say the one that interested me the most was the last one.
Yeah, which is good. It's the main event. And it was the one we talked about definitely the most.
Yeah, that's precisely why.
And also that's a really good thing.
Also, and of course, I had the most intricate experience with Knuckles himself, so I would have the most to talk about like most of them. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I overall thought the event was perfect because
It's this has been the best one Charles had put on thus far.
to be fair himself, because first we got a great KO to start off the event. Obviously, Wario getting his win. It was a really nice KO. Then we got Iggy improving a lot of people wrong, and doing well. And then obviously we had Tad and Plankton putting on a boxing display, and we had Tad again a good win. Then Junior Mega Man was like a really good fight. First round they both hurt each other, both landed big shots. Then the second round Junior knocks him out. I thought that one might have actually looked like Junior might have lost, but you know, he came back strong. And also the main event was a really close fight. It was technical as well. It was basically technical like the Tad one, but like, you know, a lot better. So yeah, it honestly had everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I guess the only thing it didn't have was like an upset.
The only real unfortunate part now, which I feel like might be inevitable, I don't see the next event being as entertaining, just because of how perfect this one turned out. Like, I expect it to be good, but like this is gonna be a special one, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this one was really good. I loved it. It was great to watch. But hey, I'll just say the next one has me Chungus on it, so trust me, that one will be good. I always try and make them entertaining, and they always are. So
That is.
yeah, exactly.
Well, I just went for it.
So Eggman, what we've got on the next one, you can tell me if you think they'll be really entertaining. Obviously we've got me versus Diddy Kong, which would be pretty good. Diddy Kong has actually gone really well.
Yes, he's always been quite the aerobatic type. I mean, he was able to best the Ultimate Life Form in multiple sports a few years back, and that tells you enough already.
Yeah, and him beating Roy Cooper when... Keep in mind, Roy Cooper was able to knock Wario out, knock Knuckles out. And he also beat the shit out of Mark, easily. Like, Roy sounds like someone you don't want to fuck with, and Diddy Kong dropped him and beat him.
Don't forget
crazy.
Diddy's reputation, past reputation for his penchant for ripping off people's arms.
The thing is, he's so calm though when he
Yes.
fights now. Because the thing with him is, like, he's just so quick. He basically,
a crazy banana.
to me, he's just a better Sonic. Because he does what Sonic tries to do. He tries to be quick, pick his shots well, and he also has learned how to put power in now. Like, he started, like, a bit okay. His first fight was against Iggy, he won that. And yeah, he's done really well.
Trust me, though, he can be a right vicious bastard if he wants to.
Yeah, definitely can. So yeah, I'm excited to fight Diddy because it feels like it's finally someone like proper new and someone I don't have beef with.
It's funny that we're calling him like all that. In Series 1, the only thing I remember him from is that scene in Donkey Kong Country 4 where a nuke is fired and Diddy Kong's is in the bath and he screams as the nuke goes off whilst he's in the bath.
Oh yeah, he would scream.
I know, I'm sorry, but that's like the main thing I remember.
Alright. And speaking of Roy Cooper, another one, the co-main Eggman, for next one we have Sonic vs Roy Cooper, which will be tough for Sonic. Sonic has not had it easy in this tournament. Not only did he have a super close fight with Mewtwo, that was a brawl. He had to get knocked out by me, and now he has to fight Roy, who has the power to fucking kill a bear, to be honest.
I'm going to be frank now, though. I honestly think if Sonic is in the right mindset, I think he'll win.
I mean, yeah, if we're judging off of Roy's performance last time, he didn't look that good. I was thinking he might have just had a really bad night, though.
Even if Roy was at peak capacity, I still think Sonic has a higher chance.
Oh yeah, I think Sonic will be much quicker. I don't see Sonic knocking Roy out, though. I think he'll...
Maybe, I'm kind of split there, because I've known Sonic to go up and beyond above against threats that would surely easily annihilate him, but somehow he still came out of it. Like, I know then he had his super speed, but there were times where you couldn't really rely on that, and still, like, I don't see... I feel like he would win, and that's pretty much it.
I think the two outcomes, Sonic wins a decision, outskills him, outboxes him, kind of like what he did to Knuckles. But if Sonic does get caught with Roy early, it could fuck with him. Because Sonic might just be all over the place, be like, oh no, what do I do? So I think Roy's best bet of winning, catch Sonic with a big right hand early, and if it hurts him and Sonic just doesn't know what to do, jump on him and just go for it.
Sometimes my plan was to artificially create a routine of attacks with my mechs to make Sonic think, oh, this is going to be simple, and then try to pull the rug under him.
Yeah.
But he still manages, you always manage to get out of it. He's a quick-witted smart hog.
Yeah, I think...
I've never really seen Sonic that intimidated by anything I threw it by him.
I think Roy will win. You might think differently. I don't know, I just don't think Sonic's mentally there. I just think if he just gets caught, which I think Roy will be able to do.
Yeah, that is one thing. I did say, my argument is based on one major factor, and that's if Sonic's in the right mental state.
Okay, but the thing is, even if he is, I do think if he gets caught early, he might just be like, fuck, what do I do? I know it may sound weird, he has a lot of experience, but he might just, like, his mind might go, oh no, what if I get knocked out? Like how I did by Chungus again, you know what I mean? Like, he might just get scared.
I've pulled the rug under Sonic multiple times during our past clashes. And still, even though there were times where he was completely offset, he still managed to get out of it. So,
to be fair,
I think you were the first person to really intimidate him. I'm
maybe it's just my weird style, probably just confusing.
Yeah.
I do have to say though, it is kind of likely for Sonic to be able to hurt Roy, because Diddy was able to. And, you know, like, I don't know who hits harder, I'll find out, but I know Sonic hits pretty hard. I know he does.
I know there is also the fact that back in the day, Sonic had quite a bit of exposure to Chaos Emeralds, which doesn't happen at all nowadays.
Yeah.
But still, the Chaos Emeralds only really afforded so much advantage. Like, A lot of it was just building off what was already there.
Yeah.
Like, say if, for instance, someone who didn't really know how to fight at all took a steroid, he's not going to magically know how. He's not going to magically know all the technicalities.
Yeah, makes sense. So that's the co-main, Sonic Roy, that'll happen in December. And then the two other ones we have is, one of them is, I actually have to remember now. We have Mark taking on Mewtwo. I think Mewtwo wins, because the reason why is because Mewtwo was really competitive with Sonic and maybe should have won. And also, like, Mark's another thing where he doesn't want to win, you know? He doesn't have the desire to go out there, because you can tell with the Roy fight, the Mario fight, he didn't care. But I do have to say this, in his last fight with Neighbor, he said that he's like, this is a new, like, version of him, and he's gonna take this seriously. And we saw against Neighbor, he did. He knocked Neighbor out easily, early. So, maybe he does come out, give it his all, go Venom mode.
Yeah, I'm a bit 50-50 on this one. We'll have to see what happens.
I think, Mewtwo will try to box him, win a decision, which I think he can do. But if Mark can make it a scrap, make it a brawl, hurt Mewtwo, and just a relentless pace, he can win. But can he do that? Can he go past Mewtwo's jab, his boxing ability, all of that? Be able to just control it? Can he do that? Why would be like Mewtwo just winning off boxing, but Mark can't do that. He has to just make it a brawl, a scrap. That's what he has to do.
Well, there's one thing Mark knows how to do is the brawl. So.
Yeah. Because he is also a lot shorter, so we have to get inside and just try bang out some shots. So Mewtwo have an insane height and reach advantage as well.
Yeah. You know how you forge diamonds? Pressure. So.
I think that one would be pretty close. I think I want Mark to win, obviously. I mean, I've trained with him many times, and I probably will for the next one. But I think Mewtwo will pull it off, sadly. I think he will. I think boxing will beat Mark.
Quite possibly. Look, broiler bites, chicken bites.
And so Eggman, who do you think wins Mark and Mewtwo?
Yeah, that's it. I'm kind of split on it.
Yeah, it could be a close one.
I'm leaning more towards Mewtwo, but I do think Mark has the potential.
Yeah. 100%.
So pretty much around the same boat as you, to be honest.
Yeah. The last one we don't have to spend time on because it's just Shadow versus Neighbor.
Oh, okay. Well,
even though Shadow's lost twice and has looked kind of ass, I don't think, like with this one, he'll know he has to go for it. He'll probably just swing, probably drop Neighbor, and that'll be it. That's what I think. I like. Also, another thing I want to say is, with Shadow and Neighbor and Corny, they haven't won yet. They're both 0-2, so it's kind of the same thing with Boomer and Wario, like it's literally the same deal. Hey, maybe me and Shadow should fight afterwards. Oh, that'd be a sick one, actually. Yeah, me and Neighbor can fight. Well, no.
No, you're out of all that. Once this is all done, off to the prison cell you go.
Yeah, I think Wario and Shadow could happen. I think that'd be pretty good. We'll see though. When I said that, Charles was probably like,
Most more than likely.
yeah. So yeah, I do agree with you that I don't think the next one will be as entertaining and be like the matchups will be as good. So you know, problems have been with some of the old events. They were all like mismatches. This one wasn't. Well, the only one that was the Wario one, but that's one. The Junior Mega Man wasn't, to be honest. It was just Junior's landing a good shot. It wasn't a mismatch. And then the other three were close decisions, so yeah. And yeah, I agree. I think it was the best one Charizard's done yet. All the matchups were well put together. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. It's just, can he replicate that and make it better? We'll see. But that's also up to us fighters as well, isn't it? We're able to do that. Oh, well, that's all it done. It took us an hour and 10 minutes to get through it all.
Like the aftermath, the commentary aftermath.
Yeah. I'm like sneaking in all stealthy. I'm gonna be like that.
You know one thing, the reason why I might be this semi-decent at commentary right now, or at least for it, something I've done a bit of behind the scenes for at least a 4.
Oh. Makes sense.
But I'm only going to reveal those after we film them. But yeah, they exist, and they're not all done yet. And eventually I'm going to do a cut of the whole movie with my commentary running through it. And I want to like plan out what I want to say and then whatnot. A lot of films have that under directors and even cast at times, so we'll see. So time now. Yeah, fucking hell, no wonder I always do worry.
Oh, that's not good. God, this is so stupid. Seriously, what the fuck? It's just like all his AI does, go to the piano, then go outside for 5 seconds. He just does that. He doesn't do anything else. In the beta, he would eat dinner. He would go and check his trophy room. Why doesn't he do that anymore? Why? I don't fucking get it. Why remove things that he does? That doesn't make any sense.
You know how picky like I can be, and I think it's telling that even I like the beta a lot.
I might play the beta now. I kind of feel like it.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, I actually,
I need to fix it myself. But yeah, actually, I'll save it for the beta and stream. But basically, I'll just sum it up with, yeah, I honestly prefer the beta over the full game, or at least
some of it anyway. Like,
yeah.
this game just like it does feel a lot more polished than the beta, more complete. Houses are more decorated. There's a lot more to it. But
honestly,
yeah.
though,
Oh, it's only loaded last save. I'm a fucking idiot.
I'm not convinced because I feel like the final game feels much more choppy, whilst the beta felt like it felt more like it had every great idea on the table. It just hadn't done everything with it yet.
Yeah.
So personally, I think that the beta is and you can even tell because the beta was like that when it was released, but when the final game dropped, it was buggy and well, obviously the beta was as well, but what I mean is the game was like nearly practically unplayable like, all over the place. So.
Yeah. I do like how they added this area.
But
And
I
also
don't
this.
want to get into discussion. That's the history.
Yeah. Right, I'll end this one. Doesn't let me pause for some reason. Because I'm on the ladder.